by streetcar. J.T. Vanderbilt, Diamond Jim Morgan.
Then by all means, a streetcar. Just think, I've been elegant my whole life and I never even knew it.
Of course, if you really want to be elegant.
We do?
You walk.
satisfactory, sir. The private dining rooms do cost a bit more, but they do provide the best views to entertainment.
$1.40, Cornelius. That's all that's left. Are you sure? Count it again.
Prepare yourself for a big night, Minnie. We're out with two of New York's best-known sports.
I did make a mistake, Cornelius. It's only $1.35. I'll count it once more. No, don't. Can't afford it.
I'm going to order everything on the menu. Waiter!
She's in my party, I ain't in hers.
Mr. Vandergelder, of course, it's just that Mrs. Levi mentioned nothing about you bringing
my personal physician. That's enough rouge, doctor.
But Mrs. Levi only ordered a chicken for two.
Chicken? Chickens are dear.
Un pâté maison, un soup du jour, un pomme soufflé.
Why didn't you tell me this was a Chinese restaurant? We'll take 2 bowls of rice. Now get out. Now, Miss Money, I understand you carry respectable sums in your belt.
Yeah, $2 only. It's in my Ghana. Champagne!
It's once in a lifetime, Barnaby. Champagne and Neapolitan ice cream and hot house peaches. And Barnaby, pay the band leader a nickel and tell him to play To a Wild Rose. We want music all the time.
Say, this is a cafe, isn't it? Let's dance.
Vandergelters do not dance, Miss Money. We're Presbyterian.
Well, all right then. I'll dance myself. Here, give $2 to the band leader, will ya? And tell him to play something refined. I'm gonna do the hoochie coochie.
All right, Cornelius, all set for the band, but promise you won't order anything else.
You wait here, Miss Money. I'll tell them to play a nice waltz. Look, you, give this to the band leader and tell him to play a waltz.
Here's a nickel for the band leader. Would you tell him to play a...
Whoopee!
Miss Money! And 2 more pheasants, please.
Cornelius!
My purse!
My wallet!
Here, you, that's my purse. Miss Money, get off the table. You're dancing in the stew.
Excuse me, but I think you have my wallet, and I know it's mine because there's nothing in it but $1, 3 dimes, 5 pennies, and Cornelius? Cornelius! Did he say 2 pheasants? 3, 4 pheasants for the house, and never mind if I don't see the whale, I'll buy my own!
Sir! Sir! What's this? Shouting? How many times have I told you not to shout, boy? This is the Harmonia Gardens restaurant, not one of those...
But, sir, the lady, she's here.
What? Are you sure, boy?
Just like you told me, sir, 8 o'clock on the nose. Up pulls a carriage and out steps a tall lady with chestnut hair and the biggest handbag I ever saw.
And she, Mrs. Levi, she's back! Rudolph, is it true? I heard laughing outside the kitchen window, and it sounded like... It's Dolly! She's back! Louis, tell Sebastian she just stepped out of her carriage! Rudolph, it's true, no? It's true, yeah! She just stepped out of her white and gold carriage pulled by 6 black horses in scarlet blue! Rudolph, it's like old times again!
Sir! Sir! Rudy! She's here.
right? Stanley, lost some white Stanley. Dolly's overjoyed and overwhelmed and overpowered. I hear the eyes twinkle, see the light twinkle, and you still get plenty from us and someday. Dolly, she fell find me a baking tea. Tell us how you'll never go away
Dolly? Dolly Gallagher? What are you doing in that getup? And you're half an hour late, and I demand an explanation of...
Ernestina!
Exactly.
Ernestina, whom I trusted.
She wanted to do the hoochie coochie.
Well, she always was artistic. Say, Horace, I'm going to have our table moved down front. There's a dancer in the competition I particularly want you to see. Now, don't let's say another word about it. I'm as shocked as you are. I can't even think what have you ordered.
What you want is a chicken. Now see here, Dolly, about that hoochie
Did
coochie.
you say a chicken? No, I don't think I could eat a chicken. Not today, not after it's happened.
Good, then cancel the chicken.
And bring a turkey.
Well, what are you doing now?
Oh, nothing. Just looking the place over, getting acquainted with my surroundings.
That's the trouble with you, Dolly. Always wanting to know everything. Always putting your nose into other people's affairs. Anyone who married you would be as nervous as a cat.
What? What's that you're saying?
I said anyone who married you would...
Horace Vandergeller, you get that idea out of your head this minute. I'm surprised you'd even mention such a thing. Understand once and for all that I have no intention of marrying you.
I didn't mean that.
Well, I certainly hope not. Horace Vandergeller, you go your way, and I'll go mine. And not some Irene Malloy whose head can be turned by a few chocolate-covered peanuts, unshelled. Why, the
Levi, you misunderstood me.
Well, I certainly hope not. But if I had any intention of marrying again, it would be to a far more pleasure-loving man than you. However, we won't discuss it anymore. Come on, here's the waiter with our food. I'll serve Mr. Vandergelder. Here's some white meat for you, and ooh, dumplings, lighter than air they are, and giblets, very tender and very good for you. As I said before, Horace, you go your way, and I'll go mine. Start drinking a little wine, you'll feel better at once. But since you brought the matter up, there's one more thing I ought to say.
I didn't bring the matter up at all.
One more thing I ought to say before we forget all about it. It's true, I'm a woman who likes to know everything going on, who likes to manage things, but I would not like to manage anything as out of control as your household. You'll have to do that yourself, God helping you.
It's not out of control.
Very well, Mr. Vandergelder. Ooh, have some beets. They're good.
I don't like beets.
That's nice. Horace, no, complaining, quarrelsome, friendless soul like you is no sort of companion for me. You salt your beets, and I'll salt mine.
Would you stop saying that?
I won't say another word.
Good.
Except this. At your age, Horace, you should really enjoy hearing the honest truth.
My age? My age? You're always talking about my age.
Well, I don't know your age, but I know in Yonkers with bad food and a bad temper, you're sure to double it in 6 months. Have some more beets, Horace. They're good.
I don't like beets. I hate beets.
That's nice. Now, dig right in. See, the pity of it is you could be a perfectly witty, charming, amiable man if you wanted to.
I don't want to be charming.
But you are. You can't hide it. Look at you now. Now sit down, Horace, and let's talk of something else. But there's one more thing I'm going to say.
And I don't want to hear it. You're wasting your time, Dolly. I won't ask you to marry me.
Well, I suppose that means you want me to ask you. Well, sorry, Horace, I'm turning you down.
How can you turn me down when I haven't asked you anything?
There's no use arguing. Here, let me cut your wings.
I've got a headache. I'm going back to my hotel.
You can't go now. The competition's about to begin.
Here's the money for dinner. Here's $20. Wait a minute. There's nothing in here but $1, 3 dimes, 5 pennies, and a button. This isn't my purse. I lost my purse.
Barnaby, that purse you found.
Impossible. I can't imagine you without your purse.
It's Vandergelder's, Cornelius, we gotta get out of here.
What am I going to do? I've never been here before. They don't know me. Stop eating that turkey. I can't pay for it.
Horace, it's the latest thing. A polka. And there's one dancer in the competition I particularly want to see. Rudolph, have our table moved down front so Mr. Vandergelder can better observe his graceful movements. But I don't want to be on stage. I just want to get married.
You heard Mrs. Levi. This is the only way to prove to your uncle we mean business. Now dance.
Wait a minute. That man, that dancer.
Isn't he wonderful? With talent like that, he's sure to have a solid gold cup.
Come along, Miss Leroy. It's been a perfectly wonderful evening, but I'm afraid we're going
Vandergelder.
Ermengarde! Dolly Levi, this is your doing. You're behind this.
Officer! Offensive! Burn!
Respect me.
Quiet, quiet. That's better. Now, you're all charged with disturbing the peace, assault and battery, inciting to riot, and several other serious violations of the law of this city. Now, is there anyone to speak on your behalf? I say, is there anyone to speak on your behalf? This is Dolly Levi, counselor at law.
Your Honor, the defense rests. Your Honor, I ask for freedom for my clients and a verdict of guilty for the one real culprit of these heinous crimes. Horace Vandergelder of Yonkers, New York.
Dolly!
The one man responsible for these grievous charges of destruction of private property.
A vein bruised, a curtain torn, and a solid gold cup broken!
Y'all. Cruelty to a poor, unfortunate minor. Would you mind repeating that, dear?
Begging your pardon, Mrs. Levi, but if it pleases the court, I have something to say.
Go right ahead, Mr. Hackle. I was just about to call on you.
Cornelius Hackle, if you dare testify against me, you'll be
I've
discharged.
already done that, Mr. Vandergelder.
I'll do it again.
You've done it again, too. But even if you hadn't, I'd still say what I have to say. I don't know much about disturbing the peace or inciting a riot, but I do know that what happened to me today, which is the most important thing that can ever happen to a man, might have never happened if I had stayed in Yonkers, New York. Your Honor, I'm talking about none other than love.
What? You're trying to say that after 33 years you've fallen in love because you take one evening off?
Oh no, Mr. Vandergelder. I didn't fall in love with Mrs. Irene Malloy of this city in just an evening, an hour. Even that's too long. What's less than a minute?
A second.
Less than that.
A moment.
That's it. I'll go slow so you can get it all down. It only takes a moment for your eyes to meet, and then your heart knows in a moment you will never be alone. things, there I sat, cooped up in Yonkers for years and years, and all the time, wonderful people like Mrs. Malloy were walking around, and I didn't even know them at all. I don't know whether you can see from where we're all sitting. Well, for instance, the way her eye, cheek, and forehead come up together up here. Can you? I tell you, a fine woman is the greatest work of God on earth. You can talk all you'd like about Niagara Falls and the pyramids. They aren't in it at all. Of course, I've seen women before, but today I talk to one equal to equal, and they're so different from men, and awfully mysterious too. I bet you can know a woman 100 years